Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are on day 4 of our 5-part series of opening these Topps Chrome 2025 mega boxes. I bought a case, so we did 4 a day for the last 3 days. We've gotten some pretty decent hits, some pretty good value coming out of these boxes finally. But before we get into actually doing these rips, I'm trying to get this channel to 500 subscribers by end of year. And then if we get to those 500 subscribers, I am actually giving going to be giving this card away. It is a Jonathan Mogul 2024-25 Select Rookie Patch Auto card. It is out of 99, and this one is 15 out of 99. So for if we hit that 500 subscribers by end of year, this is a card that we'll be giving out as my way of saying thank you to everybody that subscribes to the channel. All right, without further ado, we're going to be going into 4 boxes again today, and then we'll see what we can pull out of these. Like I said, we've had some pretty good luck so far, so let's hope that keeps going. Yesterday's was a little bit slower than the previous of day 2 and 3, but it was still a pretty good hit in those. I am looking, actually, I haven't pulled one yet, so I'm hoping we get, what's it called, the heavy lumber card. So I've seen a couple online. I haven't seen anybody actually pull those as far as on YouTube, so it'd be great to be able to pull one, and hopefully we can get one of the main guys out there today, Judge, Shohei, or even a Cal Raleigh would be pretty cool too. So let's go ahead and get into this. We'll open our first pack, and as before, we'll rip one side and go to the other side back and forth, just to get it out of the way. And we're gonna go pretty quick with these again. We've seen pretty much all the cards and what they have to offer, so we're just looking for those hits. All right, so our first hit we're gonna have is gonna be an Austin Barnes, and it is gonna be on our Chrome. And then we'll have a Blake Snell, and then Garrett. I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm not going to be putting down every insert, every parallel, all that out front. I'll separate those once the video's over. So we have Steven Kwan on the 35-year. Then we have a Kumar Rocker, Juan Soto, and Luis Angel Acuna. Let me know in the comments, have you guys, have you ripped this product? What's your favorite card so far that you've seen? Do you think it's worth the money, or was it just more of a fun rip for you and you enjoyed doing a rip, opening these products? I said I've gotten a couple light board cards, logo cards. I got Woods. I got yesterday I pulled a Green Wave Woods card. So that was pretty awesome, out of 99. So we got that. That was a pretty good hit. There you go, Cal Raleigh. I think it's going to be between him and Judge. It's going to be between him and Judge for MVP. I can't decide who I favor right now, but I'm leaning towards Raleigh, which would suck. Well, it won't suck. That'd be pretty awesome for him. But for me, as a fan and as a collector, we had the shooting for those, the chrome judge cards to get for the buyback. I know Topps did come out and say that if Judge were not to win, that Raleigh they would honor any of the Raleigh same type of cards. So that's good. All right, Jose Ramirez, an All-Star, 35-year. Manny Machado, Mason, and John Singleton. It's not like I have anything crazy. I have one chrome Judge, so it's not. It's a $20 card in credit-wise. 2 in the blue. All right, so 2 in the blue. It's a Race to Embrace. That's this is the first Sparkles I've seen. Passion Product Conversion Dynamic 2024 Dodgers Duo. Okay, that's not bad. And I just started making piles of Roki for myself. So there's a bunch. I have a bunch of Roki cards, a little pile itself. All right. Shane. Felix Bautista. And then we have pairs of Duke Snider and Mickey Mantle. That's pretty awesome. I pulled one of these with Babe Ruth in lieu of Gehrig yesterday, so that was really cool. Luis Angel Acuna, Reynaldo Lopez, and Frankie Montas. All right, we are halfway through that first box. And then Parker on the Future Stars. That one's got a little line right through the middle of it. You can't see it on camera. It's like a printing line. All right. And then Adley, Juan Yepez, and the Pittsburgh Pirates. I actually came down, stopped watching the Brewer Cincinnati game. They were raising my blood pressure. We were down 8-1 at the end of the second, and then in the third we came back and they were tied 8-8. So it's too much. So Jose, Jonathan, and then Nestor Cortez. I actually pulled his card, Brewers, with the Brewer logo on the outside. Fortunately, he's not a Brewer anymore, so. But it's cool to get that type of card, or that card itself. All right. And then Alec Thomas. That is a chrome as well. Not a bad card. And then Roki Sasaki. And then Kevin Alcantara and David Fry. All right, next pack. Tyler, Javier, Hunter, Brady, Elias, Egoy, Daniel, Max, Zach, Tyler, and then we have a Kristen Yelich, Summer Superstars. And then we finish off with Jacob Wilson, Landon Knack, and Kiter Montero. All right. So we keep going. And what I have not gotten yet, which is interesting in an entire case, is an image variation of anything. I don't know, but I'm not sure. I don't know if that's possible in a mega box. I'll have to look into that. All right, so what do we have here? Freddie Freeman on the Mega. Los Angeles Dodgers first baseman. That is a pretty nice card. It's the first time I've seen this. Not numbered, but that is a nice card, in my opinion. I mean, it could have been Shohei or maybe a Judge, but I'll take a Freeman. Rhett, Nolan Jones, and Brian Reynolds. I'll keep that in view. All right, moving on. Shohei, base. I'm going to keep a pile for him too, because I got to make sure that that's not on the buyback list. I'm pretty sure it's not, but it can't hurt to keep it and just look. All right, Francisco Lindor on the 35. Royce Lewis, Jairo, and Ben. All right. Our last two packs of the first box. And if you guys see as I'm running through these, if I missed anything, let me know in the comments. If there was a card missed of any type of hit or anything. And then Ketel Marte, Kyle Isbell, and Brendan Donovan. And then last pack of our first box. All right, here we go. Brandon Woodruff. And then we have OPS leader Riley Green. Garrett Cole, Troy, and then Alec. I did actually pull that OPS numbered of Aaron Judge yesterday. So that was a pleasant surprise. I didn't realize that you can pull a numbered OPS. Probably should know that, but yeah, it was a pleasant surprise to see that. All right, this time we're gonna go left, right, and we'll just alternate through boxes. And here I go making a mess. Actually, I'll keep that out that way. So left, right. I almost forgot immediately. All right, there's another Shohei. See if we can get any chrome of him today. That would be nice. So we got a Kyle on a chrome. Roki Sasaki. And then Troy Taylor and Alec Thomas. I butchered this pack. Took more time opening that pack than it will go through it. Heston, and then Nathan. We have a Willy Adames. This is, okay, that's different. That is, it looks like a teal color. That's pretty cool. We'll hold on to that one up here as well. That's a teal Willy. All right, O'Neal Cruz on the 35-year. Jacob Wilson, Austin, and then Jonathan. Let me adjust this camera a little bit so that those cards are in view. All right, there we go. One of my favorite cards out of this, it's the dual player cards where you'll have two individuals from a team. All right, there we go. Alex Thomas on a purple sparkle out of 250. So 220 out of 250. Our first number card out of this box, or out of this rip today. So that's nice. We'll sleeve the number cards. I have yet to pull an auto out of Chrome. So we're waiting on that and hoping we'll get that out of this box as well. So Rhett, Sugano, and then Lenin Sosa to finish that pack out. I know there's autos out there. I haven't pulled one yet. All right. And it looks like we have a summer, what do they call them? I already forgot. Summer Superstar, I think it's called. Yep, Summer Superstars of Garrett Cole, Royce Lewis, Luke Weaver, and Jackson Jobe. All right. So next pack. Kim, rookie. And there's these two that I'm not a fan of these. It's a team card, and this one is a purple sparkle as well. And yeah, I'm not a fan of these. So we'll throw that over there. Ketel Marte, Austin Hedges, and then Nick Castellanos for that pack. Thankfully, it wasn't numbered, so. All right, George Kirby. And then Trey Turner. I don't think I've seen. I want to say Ellie De La Cruz, but I don't want to say for sure because I think I may have actually seen. Yeah, I did. It's from the hobby, the all etched. All right. All right, this one is Grant Holman, and this is just a chrome or a sparkle on a rookie for a rookie. And then Jaron Duran and Joey Bart and Jack Neely. All right. Last pack of the left side, and we'll be officially halfway done. All right. Max Muncy, I did pull his patch card, jersey game used 2 days ago on day 2, I think it was, or day 1, I don't remember. That's pretty cool as well. Then you have another OPS, a Wyatt Langford, Matthew Boyd, and Trey Turner to end that pack. All right, so now we'll go into our right side. We are officially halfway through. Let's see what we can pull from this side. It might be a little superstition or a little stitious, but the right side, I tend to pull better cards than the left side. And I hope you guys caught that. It's a reference to The Office. I'm not superstitious, just a little stitious. All right, so it looks like we do have another 35-year anniversary card back there. And it is Kumar Rocker. I've never heard of this person. Played in 3 games last year. ERA of 3.86. Not bad numbers. Does anybody know how he's doing this year? Let me know in the comments if he's doing any good, or if he's even in the league still, or if he's back down in the minors. All right, Brewers. I do like the concept of the team cards, but when you put them on something numbered or something that I feel like they shouldn't be, I'm not a fan of that. I also feel like if you're going to put a specific player on the packaging of your product, you should probably have a little bit more of them as well. All right, Osvaldo Beadle, Vidal, Ronald Acuna, Summer Superstars, Manny Machado, Kevin Alcantara, and then David Fry. All right, last 4 packs. Let's see what we can get. Parker on the Future Stars. Sal Frelick as a superstar, future star as well. Then we have Brian Bello on the Sparkles. Paul Goldschmidt, and then Landon Knack and Kiter Montero to finish that pack out. All right, last 3 packs, and we still haven't gotten anything major crazy. So let's hope one of these packs we get something nice out of it. Nolan for the 35-year. Luis Angel Acuna, Nolan, and then Byron Reynolds to finish that pack out. All right. All right, Tyler, Javier, Elias, Igor, I can't say his name, Luis, Adley, and then Heido and Ben Joyce. So not a good pack there at all. And then we have our last pack of box 2. All right. And then these are the cards I'm talking about. I enjoy is Clayton Kershaw and Sandy Koufax. I do enjoy these cards quite a bit. I do like every one of them as a color match. And then Jose, Kyle, and then Brendan. All right, that was the last pack. Moving on to the next box. After today, we got tomorrow's rip, and then we are done with this, and then I'll have a video of opening the Fanatics exclusive mega packs for Topps. I'm excited for that one. All right, Andy Page's Future Stars, Jarren Duran, and then we have a Bobby Miller. So, and then George, Landon, and Kiter to end that pack out. Let's see if I can get a patch of Judge or Shohei. That would be pretty cool. And then Thomas for the 35-year as well, rookie card. Junior, Nolan, and then Brian. All right, next pack. I wish the Brewers would have did whatever they could have to kept Willie. He's a great player. As good of a year as we're having, I think we could have had a better year with him had he still been on the team. All right, we got a Troy Taylor rookie card. I have another one of his. This is numbered out of 250, so 102 out of 250. Our second number card. So that is nice. Yeah, there we go. And then the last 3 cards, Pete Alonso, Heidel, and then Ben Joyce. All right, keep on moving. All right, Clark, Ben on the Future Stars, Willier Abreu for Future Stars, and then we have Teoscar Hernandez for the Summer Super Star, And another Kevin Alcantara, Kyle, and then Brendan to end that pack out. All right, moving on. We have Jesse Winker, Kyle Manzardo, Future Stars. And then we have, what do we have here? So just an Austin Hedges on the chrome. And then Blake Snell, Troy Taylor, and Alec Thomas to end that pack out. All right, Nick. Excuse me. And then we have Ken Griffey Jr. for the 35-year All-Star. That's a beautiful card. He's actually, in my lifetime, my favorite player, followed closely by Jeremy Burnett of the Brewers. He's actually somebody that I idled my swing after back in when I was younger. That uppercut swing was just, to me, it was beautiful, and I emulated it. Ended up being, I had a very hard time hitting a fastball right down the middle of the plate because I just had I had an undercut swing. All right, last pack of the first half. Let's see, Gavin Williams, Future Star. And then we'll have, this card is nice, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Bo Bichette for the Toronto Blue Jays. That's a nice card. I said I actually like those cards quite a bit. Jackson Jobe again, Luke Weaver, and then Jackson Jobe base. All right, we're halfway done. We'll get into the left side now. And still hoping for something crazy to come through. Junior Caminero for the Future Stars. And then Freddie Freeman, Austin Hedges, Nick Castellanos to end that pack out. And keep going. Like I said, this Jason Dominguez Future Star, this product, it has a high ceiling, Noelvi Marte, but it's extremely hard to hit in this product, anything crazy. So we have a Willy Adames for the 35-year, but there is a high ceiling in this product. Manny Machado, Gustavo, and then Pavin Smith. I do know, what is it, Topps Finest just dropped. I haven't gotten my hands on one of them yet, but they seem extremely loaded. So I have to get my hands on one of those, see what we're working with. And Daryl Hernandez, Paul, Joey Bart, and then Jack Neely to finish that out. All right, we start off with AJ Future Stars. Darren Baker for the rookie. I got one of his as well, numbered card for him. Gunnar Henderson for the summer superstars. Luis Angel Acuna, Matthew Boyd, and Trey Turner to end that. All right, these are our last 4 packs of box number 3. Leo Jimenez. Which is, I want to say I haven't seen many, what is his name? Paul Skeens and these rips for the last few days. All right, we got a Ryan McMahon, which is a nice card. Is that, I think that's black? Yeah, black, 10 out of 10. That is a nice card. That is That is really nice card if you guys could see that. So let me go ahead and get that one sleeved. I would definitely keep that. So that's probably the best card I've pulled so far in this rip. Not probably. That definitely is the best card we've pulled so far. And then Grant Holman, Brian Bello. That's pretty. I actually like that card a lot. If you can't tell. So that tells me that we probably won't. That is our hit for this out of that box. Shota on the cup. And then we have a Fernando Tatis for the 35-year. And Jose Harrison and then Jared Jones to finish that box off. Well, that pack, sorry. And then last two packs here for this box. And we have Isaac Collins, who I believe is the front runner for Rookie of the Year. And then we have a Jackson Jobe, Chrome rookie. And then we have Roki Sasaki, 2 in blue, and Garrett. All right, so last pack of this box. All right. Let's dive into this one. Roki Sasaki. And then a Mookie Betts OPS leader. Jackson Wilson, rookie. Juan Soto, and Luis Angel Acuna. So that is it for box number 3. And let's get into box number 4 here. Now, have I made my money back on this case? No, not even close. But still, it could be one card to change that and just make it extremely worthwhile. All right. Another Shota Cup, Cal Raleigh. And then we'll have Luis Angel Acuna on the Sparkle card. Yeah, that's right. And then Paul, Juan Soto, and Luis Angel Acuna again. All right, Bryce Miller to start this pack off. Then we have Ketel Marte on a 35-year. Luis Angel Acuna again. Kirby Yates and Brennan to end that one off. All right. Jose Siri. Justin Harris. Roki Sasaki. And then Ali. Christian Walker, and then Michael to end that pack. Like I said, you get quite a bit of rookie cards here, but also Luis Acuna apparently as well. You can't get mad with rookie cards, right? So we got a Blake Snell, Summer Superstars, Jose Altuve, Johnny, and then Walter. And you get quite a bit of rookies in general, so can't be mad at that. All right. And then Novi Marte for the Future Stars. Is this going to be... All right, this is a difference. It's more of a... Yeah, this is different from your normal Superstars. There's a little shine to it. Not numbered. That's fine. We'll keep this as well. We'll throw it in front of the Freddy. And then we have Tamayuki on the chrome. And then Roki again. And then Mason Miller in the cup and John Singleton to end that one. All right, next pack. All right, Parker Meadows Future Star. Now we have another, I just pulled this one earlier, Hank Aaron. That one though is numbered to 99, I believe it was. Pretty nice card. Jacob Wilson, Victor, and then Billy Cook. A lot of these cards will be on my website, mayhemcollectibles.com, for sale. I also have some on my eBay channel, Mayhem Collectibles, as well. What I plan on doing is I want to make team packs. We have a sale for Future Stars on my website and sell just team packs, 15, 25 cards, whatever it may be. And potentially it could be either just basketball, baseball, football, or I could do a mixture of all sports. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that, if that'd be something you're interested in. If you want just one team or one sport specific or mixtures of sports. And then if you guys are still watching, you've been sticking around to the end, I appreciate it, or through this entire rip. If you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share, it'll help me grow this channel. And the share or the subscribe part puts you in the drawing for that, the Jonathan Mogbo patch auto card. All right, let's see what we got in here. Nothing really. Pete Alonso, Luke, and then Jackson Robe to finish that out. All right, last few packs of the rip for today. I think it's gone pretty decently. Jackson Holiday, that's a great card. Fortunately, not a number card. I would have loved that to be numbered, but great player. And then Kevin Alcantara, Austin Hedges, and Nick Castellanos. And then moving on. Let's see. Gavin Williams, Future Stars. And then we have Lenin Sosa. That's just going to be our chrome inserts. Blake Snell, Gustavo, and then Pavin to end that pack. All right. Let's see what we have. Andy Pages for the Future Stars. And then we have a Carlos Correa, Summer Superstars, Kumar Rocker, Joey Bart, and Jack Neely to end that pack out. Yeah, the hits definitely are slowing down in the last 10 packs that I've opened. The first 6 were amazing. So we have Jason Dominguez, Future Star. So we have, okay, here we go. That just caught up on me, but that is my first auto. It is Caden Dana. Let's see. Nothing on this, on him. So I'm not even sure who this is, if he's any good. If you guys know anything about Caden, let me know in the comments. Is this a good hit here? It's an auto, so I'm never going to say no to an auto, but not sure if that's who that is. So Trey Turner, Matthew Boyd, and then another Trey Turner to end that pack. So we asked for an auto. We finally got an auto. I like, he signs with his number on there. It's a nice auto, and it ends with a 12 right down there. So that's first hit. That's pretty cool. And moving on. So we have a Jarren Duran, 35-year. Jackson Jobe, Grant Holman, and then Brian Bello to finish that pack. So our last 2 packs of today's rip. Let's see if we can pull out something even bigger than that auto. AJ Smith for the Future Stars. And then Freddie Freeman, Harrison Bader, and Jared Jones, Future Stars. Our last pack. Let's go out with a bang, guys. Nick, DJ, Leo, Darren Baker, Jose, Michael, Paul. We have the White Sox, Daryl, Bobby Miller. We're going to go with Shohei and Mookie Betts and the dual team players. Said I like that card. Not the way I wanted to go out in this pack, but there we have it. We'll go do a preview of what we have, what we've hit today. And we have this Rafael Devers. It is Summer Superstars. It has a shine to it. So that is different than what we have for our typical Summer Superstars. We hit the Mega Star Freddie Freeman. Unfortunately, not numbered. Would have been great to have it numbered, but can't be mad at that. We have a Willy Adames, like a teal blue color. Also not numbered. Then we have a Caden Dana auto. Alec Thomas, numbered to 250, was it? Yep, 250, 220 out of 250. Troy Taylor out of 250. So we got 102 out of 250, and then we hit our biggest hit of the night or the day is Ryan McMahon, black, 10 out of 10. So that is a great hit right there. He hit 20 homers last year and batted 242. It's not the greatest, but not bad. So there you go. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this rip today with these cards, these hits. What did you think? Did you like them? Did you think we could have done better? But again, thank you for sticking around to the end. Outside of that, you guys have a wonderful day. And until tomorrow, have a great day. Bye.